and welcome to Skelim Pilai, the show that brings you sporting events in and around Papua New Guinea. I am Elagora Yassi.
And I am Jordan Vela. On this episode, we'll be interviewing Mr. Douglas Lai from Port Moresby AFL competition. Mr. Douglas Lai, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure to be here.
In PNG, the sport has grown from strength to strength since its introduction back in the 90s. And now I want to ask a little bit more about the Port Moresby AFL competition. Can you give us a brief background in the competition and what has been some changes regarding the developments and the terms of facility and club membership?
So it has, picked up quite well in the last decade. I came in as president of POM AFL in 2018, and I watched it actually have a rapid growth in what we're doing with our programs. Our competitions have also expanded to 11 teams for men and 6 for women. So yeah, definitely we've seen some growth with POM AFL. We didn't have a women's competition before, but in the last 10 years we created an opportunity for women to play the sport as well. So definitely we've made some improvements in the last 10 years. Sometime back before the 2015 Pacific Games, we've been having running issues with Cricket PNG regarding the ovals. But before, when those issues were in place with Cricket PNG, we had our matches played out at Murray Barracks and University Ovals, and our grand finals played. The last grand final was played in 2015 at Murray Barracks Oval, and in 2016 we moved back to the Colts ground, Piscini Colts ground, where we have been running our games every weekend, season there since 2016. You can witness for yourself that the facilities are just complete, run down. We only have the plain surface to play on every weekend, and there's no supporters stands and all those, but we still enjoy the weekend of football, and we've done well at international level. So I hope we can have some assistance with upgrading of our facilities.
Like over the years, I've heard there's been fightings during grand finals and some matches. How do the committee and yourself address this kind of matters?
We actually addressed the situation well in the last 2 years with the clubs. We've suspended one club that has been out for the rest of 2024 season. We gave them an indefinite suspension, but we're hoping to decide their fate for the season onwards. And we also fined the other clubs as well for being part of the disruptions. So definitely we've addressed crowd violence. We in our grand final last year we got more police presence, and as well as engaged youths from the nearby Warawara settlement and who mended sideline boundary lines. So yeah, we're definitely addressing the situation, and I hope we can do away with all this crowd violence.
What attention do you think the government should give to AFL PNG since we've been so successful on the international stage?
It's evident that POM AFL contributes a lot to the national sides in regards to players and officials. We dominate the selections with our players and officials for the PNG AFL Mosquitoes and the PNG AFL Flames. So we hope that government in its wisdom equally share their facility upgrades and all those with every sport, not only rugby league. Look, we have a lot of youths in the country and children in the country. We've got to support other sports that can cater for the needs of every children and every youth in this city. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll see all our ovals turn into rugby league ovals. But we won't have enough opportunities for them to play in games. So the government should really support other coaches as well. So everyone is given a chance to play sport each weekend.
Or have you seen any success through any like players, any success story that have made it in the Port Moresby competition and have made it into Australian, like the AFL competition in Australia?
Yeah, well, I think you've heard about Hewago Oya, Ace, known as Ace. He made it into the Gold Coast side. He was in the academy and then went on to get into the draft as well, and play AFL footy very first for a homegrown Papua New Guinean. We had Mal Michael before, but he went through his mixed parentage. So, but Hewago Ace is just homegrown talent. So we attended the 2024 Pacific Cup, and PNG Mosquitoes defeated Nauru convincingly in the grand final. And we've got a couple of interested clubs in Australia after in some of our boys. So yeah, definitely we've got some good things for the future with our boys and girls, especially here.
Where do you see the future of the Port Moresby competition, AFL competition, since we'll be celebrating our anniversary this year? How, as a president of the, how do you see the future of this competition in Port Moresby?
Yeah, well, every sport has a really good future, so long as we have good management and we have able support from the government and corporate entities to support every sporting code in the country. POM AFL has seen, has witnessed through the Hetero Money Limited with its Money Plus brand that they've continuously supported us in the last 4 to 5 years. So, and we look forward to having their support, continued support, and we are having 2 new teams coming this season as well. So, definitely, corporate bodies supporting sports is a really big help. And I must say thank you to Money Plus for being there for us when we needed someone to help us.
Thank you. And joining us now is Mr. Rex Leka. He's the PNG AFL Senior Football Operation Manager.
So we have 2 questions for you, and one is a third curveball. I understand there's been some success in the Pacific Cup challenge. So where do you see AFL for Papua New Guinea in the next 10 to 15 years? 10 to 50.
10 to 50 years.
Yes.
Firstly, thank you for having me this morning. Yes, it was a really successful story for the PNG AFL Mosquitoes, taking out the Pacific Cup, the inaugural Pacific Cup for the first time. Since you asked for the next 10 to 20 years, yes, I think there's a lot of work to do, and it's going to cost us a lot of money, and we will need as much support from the government and other business houses out there to make this happen.
So can you highlight some of the challenges that need to be addressed to elevate AFL in PNG?
Yeah, firstly is I think our facilities. Port Moresby AFL is the biggest association in the AFL in the country. The current playing oval at the Colts ground at the Bishop President has been there since almost 70 years now, and we also had the Amini Park, the Canleaf Oval as well. We had ovals out at the university, up at Murray Barracks, back down at Tarama, and then one down at POM Tech at the Idubana. Outside Port Moresby, they were also in Lae, Kimbe, in Wuwek, even in East New Britain.
So currently, how many fields do you use, especially in Port Moresby?
We're only using one currently for the senior competition. That's at the Colts Bishop President. Yeah, and hopefully this year we're trying to work with Murray Barracks and the university, because I think the POM AFL is expanding their teams. I think in both divisions as well. There's a men's division and there's a women's division for the seniors. And for the men's, there's 2. There's the reserves, the A grade and the reserve grade for the men's. And for the women's, there's only the seniors.
Oh, I see. Okay, now final question. It's a curveball question really to help young talents have an idea of what's possible. I know there's a lot of potential talents who would like to have an opportunity in a semi-professional league or a professional career in AFL, especially overseas. So if you know anybody that's young and would like to have an opportunity to secure themselves a position in a semi-professional, professional AFL career, can you help us understand how you will go about it?
We'd like to give opportunities to both genders, for both men and men and female, to to take up the code and to learn as much as possible, because it's your skills that you can have, but you need to have a healthy lifestyle, all right, and a knowledge on how to become a good ambassador of the code first, and then the country, and then your family. All right, so I think I'd like to encourage the young kids out there that there's opportunities out there, and not only in AFL and in other codes as well. So it's about to start back at home, where you start, where you get up in the morning, how you get yourself prepared for the day and stuff, and that's how you start building up that confidence in yourself, and learning the skills and what Papua New Guineans are known for, just watching and just learning by just watching. There's not much theory work that you got to go to, classes to learn how to kick a football or something. You just throw the football out there and then that's it. The kid he just goes for it. It all comes back to the household, the parents. The kids also need the support from the parents as well, to get them up to, if they have a goal out there to get up, played out in Australia or wherever they get contracted to play for.
I think I have one final question.
Yep.
Could you estimate the number of groups that you have that support AFL? If you can highlight if there's been some government input as well.
Yeah, good question. For the local competitions here, I think as mentioned by the POM AFL President, the Money Plus, under the header under the Money Plus brand. And I'd also like to say a very big thank you to the management and staff of Money Plus for the great support over the years for POM AFL. That has also enabled the Commission to give some support also to the PNG HAUSBUNG Commission as well. That's locally for the outside centres in Leyde and Kimber. There are some small business houses that are just chipping in, but they just want to keep a bit quiet about it. Internationally, currently we've got ExxonMobil, the KPHL, but from the government support back after the Pacific Games here in Port Moresby, there was a bit of allocation been given to build up a stadium up at the Coles Oval. Back in 2016-17, when the elections, the 2017 elections came up, there was counting at the Rita Fling and netball courts, and then the police had to come and stop all progress of work around the precinct. So as soon as the contractors moved out, that's it. Everything stopped from there. So we did not have any stadium, any grounds, any fencing, anything coming up from that time until now. So, but from the government, not too much support as yet.
I think that's about it. Thank you so much for your time.
No worries.
Mr. Laka.
Welcome.
You can join us again on another sporting event where we will bring to you insight.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's PNG HAUSBUNG, and also you can check our news website. That's www.pnghausbung.com. Thank you and stay sharp, and Skelim Pilai.